Welcome into Tech Talk on KGHS and KSDM. Doug, Danielle, good morning.
Hey. Hello.
Glad to be in here. Glad to see you both, actually, because I have a problem that just came up this morning. Actually, it was last night, but it's still happening this morning. My computer is slow, and I don't know what changed in the last week, but it's been a pretty drastic thing.
Yeah. Now, the question is what is it that is slow? Is it your internet, which we've talked about before, of like the internet, or is it just everything on the computer that you do?
Well, I turned the internet off and on, which you taught me the last time, and that didn't fix the problem, so I think it's the computer.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot you can do, and a lot of things that can cause a computer to slow down, and things that you can do without having to bring it in or do it. One of the things that do you have a cat at home?
I've got a 60-pound dog that jumps like a cat.
Okay, well, good enough. Good enough. Because one thing that can really slow and bog down a computer is dust and hair and all that dreck that you find behind your couch that ends up in your vents of your computer. And that can really, if you open up a computer, some of the computers that we've seen at the shop and you open them up, it's bad in there.
I can see it on my shirt. I can only imagine inside the computer.
Yeah, it's bad. And one of the things that a computer builds up a lot of heat. You may put your hands on the computer when it's working hard and you can feel that heat build up. And like any piece of electronics that builds up heat, you want to keep it cool in order for it to operate well. And there's fans inside a computer, and there's air vents, and if they get blocked up or stopped up with that dust and hair, it gets to overheat, and then your computer can start to malfunction. So one thing you can do is just vacuum it out or blow it out and clean the dust off away from the air vents and anything visible that you can see. That's something you can do. You're on your own. Store your computer, if it's a desktop, up off the floor so that it stays nice and clean.
And once I've done that, the little air duster cans, would those be best?
Yeah, you can use those. Yep.
We have those down at the shop.
Yeah, we do. And, you can dust it out. You can also vacuum from the outside, just vacuum away the dust from it.
And I know I've done that before, but what if that isn't the issue? What else can I do?
Yep, it can be more than that.
So there's a lot more than that, too. One thing is that if your computer's getting old, just like a lot of things, just like your car, as your car gets old, it doesn't do the same things it used to do because you might be asking it to do more, right? I look around and I see some of these old cars around here from the 30s and the 40s. People have these vintage cars, and they can't go 90 miles an hour down the highway all the way to the cities on that old vintage car.
They also don't have Blu-ray players.
They don't have Blu-ray players, no. Right? And so, you add all these things and you're asking your computer to do a lot more and a lot more and a lot more, but your computer's getting older and it just doesn't have the capacity to do it anymore. As you upgrade your operating system, those new operating systems that we upgrade begin to take up more and more resources on your computer. So that's one thing to think about, is maybe you need a new computer. The other thing is, just like we blew out the dust and cleaned out the computer, you can clean out all the old files and things you don't need anymore. Empty the trash can in your computer. Look through if there's many duplicates of old photos. Get rid of all of those. Just clean out all the dreck and the junk, both electronically and physically, out of your computer. And that can often help a lot.
All right. Well, I will try those things. Hopefully that works.
Yes.
If not, I will be calling you at Small Town Tech.
Sounds good.
Doug, Danielle, thank you. Talk to you again next week.
All right.